What is up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be preparing an absolutely amazing dish all the way from the east, courtesy of our Japanese friends. We're going to be preparing the Wagyu steak. Now today's steak is pretty unique. It is a flat iron steak, 20 days wet aged, and we're going to be preparing it in French style, au poivre, and also in your traditional dry rub way. Yeah, stay tuned. What is up, guys? Okay, so today we are going to be preparing this Wagyu steak. We're first going to start off by removing it out of the packaging, and in advance I do apologize for the voiceover. We did have some technical difficulties with recording and so forth, dogs barking, neighbors mowing their lawns. I'm going to start off by getting our cast iron pan nice and hot, place it on the grill. I pulled the Wagyus out of the packet. I'm going to start patting down all that excess fluid from the wet aging with some paper towel. You can see in the meat the beautiful marbling, and we're just going to start by covering this meat now in some coarse kosher salt, flip them over and repeat it on both sides. You want the salt to be nice and crusty. Most of it does fall off in the grill pan, and it just helps to render down the fat from all that marbling down very nicely. After the salt, we're going to move on to coarse pepper. So this is what makes the au poivre such a spectacular dish, is the fact that we use coarse black pepper. You can try and use whole peppercorns, just mash them down a little bit with the mortar and pestle, and it'll give you the exact same effect. I did prefer a little bit less pepper because the steaks were not very thick, as they were flat iron steaks. It's the only ones I could find at the time. And then after that, we're just going to be moving on to some garlic powder. Now the garlic powder gives that extra bit of flavoring to it, and that basically concludes the dry rub. We are going to be preparing both of these steaks the exact same way. One of them is just going to be covered in the au poivre sauce. And now you're going to hear that beautiful sizzle from the hot pan. Okay, with them getting nice and hot in the pan, you could hear the sear. We're adding 2 knobs of butter and some olive oil to prevent the butter from burning. And we're just going to use that to baste the steak while they're in the pan. Tilt it to the side and just use a spoon. Flip them over and keep on basting them to have all that amazing flavor just locked inside the meat as the fat renders down. Okay, there we go. Our 2 steaks are completed. We're going to give one of them a cut just to show you what the normal Wagyu steak looks like. And then we're just going to go ahead and cut up the rest of them and for later use, which we're going to be using with our sauce. Now that remains that are behind in the pan, that's called fond, F-O-N-D. We're going to be using that to make the au poivre sauce. It's got all the remaining fat from the meat. We're going to be adding some whipping cream, thyme, all that type of stuff, and make an amazing sauce to cover with the steak. This meat is so soft, the knife actually just glides through it, and you can see this beautiful pink color on the inside. Okay, I placed the pan back on the grill with the fond. We're going to go ahead and add some bourbon or brandy, about half a cup, and let the alcohol burn off. Unfortunately, I did not set it alight with a flambe torch as mine was out of gas. How convenient. And then once the alcohol's burned off, we're going to go ahead and add 1 cup of whipping cream, followed by some thyme and German mustard. You could use Dijon mustard or any type of mustard you like. I just prefer the German mustard. It has a lot more potent taste for me. Now we're just going to leave it to simmer, reduce the cream down, give it all a nice mix through, and then just add our thyme for that last bit of extra flavor. When you are done reducing it, you want the consistency to be that of thick cream almost. similar to what you would see when curd separates, that nice thick creamy looking substance. And now it's time for the plating. We're going to grab our 2 pieces of Wagyu steak, place them on the plate, and then we're going to dress them with that absolutely amazing Poivre sauce. I did put the steak aside for a few minutes. It's very important that you leave the steak aside to rest for at least 4 to 5 minutes. And now we're just going to go ahead and pour that cream sauce that we made over the delicious meat. Great, that's about it. You can use this, actually serve it for friends, as a snack, have it for dinner, nice lunch, put it on a sandwich if you'd like, but I prefer doing the meat just as is. Okay, and now for the last part of the video, the part that we've absolutely been waiting for. It's to taste this amazing Wagyu steak. We tried the normal rub earlier, that was pretty amazing. Let's go ahead and give this a try. Oh, look at that nice sauce with the pouring cream, the thyme, the butter, the olive oil, all that flavor from the Wagyu's fat. Let's give it a bite. I promise you, guys, if you even do this on a first date, she'll marry you right away. This is absolutely the most amazing steak that you can prepare. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Can you please drop a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.